Hi everyone, welcome to the Thinking Crypto YouTube channel where we cover the news, facts, and sentiments about the crypto market. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button. Guys, Bitcoin is back over $10,000. As we always talk about market cycles, we are in a bull market. The Bitcoin halving is in May, and we continue to see bullish momentum. We see the upward trend, right? And there's going to be consolidations and pullbacks and corrections along the way. That's just how it is. If you zoom out on the charts and look back historically, we've seen those drops in the bull market. It just happens, right? So you got to keep that in mind. So right now, Bitcoin at $10,125, Ethereum at $279, XRP at 29 cents, green across the board, looking good here. As we talked about in yesterday's video, I'm hoping by next week we can hit 11,000 and continue to work our way up. I'm looking for the key price point of 15,000. We need to cross over that. I think that's a key psychological barrier where we can then work our way back to the all-time high of 20,000. I'm not saying that's going to happen within another month, right? It could take maybe the rest of this year, but that's the key price point I'm looking at. And of course, the market moves with Bitcoin. Now, guys, interesting news here around XRP. As you know, Jeb McCaleb was the co-founder of Ripple back in 2013. He's now working at Stellar. He's the founder of Stellar. Stellar Lumens is essentially a fork of the XRP ledger, so to speak, right? So it's very interesting that he's doing this, kind of a copy of XRP, but nevertheless, he has a lot of XRP and he's been selling it. And there's a lot of FUD going around that he's dumping on the market. As you know, people like to FUD against XRP a lot. Well, he clarified what he's been doing and he made some favorable statements in regards to that. So he says here, his XRP sell-off won't disrupt crypto market. Let me give you the quotes. I have been transparent from the beginning. The market has known for years that I have been selling my XRP at a slow, steady rate. My investment decisions are not based on any desire to negatively impact other companies in this industry. I think the history to date shows there is no impact on the market, and I don't see any reason why that will change. So he's been selling off at a slow rate. I think he has an agreement with Ripple that he can't dump all of it at once, right? Or I shouldn't use the word dump, but sell all of it at once. So he's been selling it in buckets and phases. So and it hasn't had any impact. We've seen the price of XRP go up and go down according to market cycles, right? He also said here, we're all working towards making blockchain a viable, transformative industry. I think we can do that more effectively if we're supportive of others in the space. For my part, I'm focused on growing the Stellar ecosystem. So once again, he's saying what he's doing does not hurt XRP or Ripple. So I'm glad he came out and addressed this, because there's a lot of people who are just using this that, oh, Jeb's selling his XRP, ha ha ha, he's dumping on Ripple and XRP. But the guy's done with XRP and Ripple, right? He's selling it, he has some, why not? I would be doing that to get the money, and he's doing his own thing at Stellar and other projects. So very, very important update here from Jeb, and I'm glad he did it. Now, moving ahead, guys, as you all know, Andrew Yang was a big crypto advocate. He was, of course, a presidential candidate. He recently dropped out. Well, Michael Bloomberg, who's obviously a billionaire, very well successful. And let's make that clear. This guy's very successful. Whether you agree with his politics or not, he's very successful. Has pretty much a huge holdings and Bloomberg and all that stuff, right? So he is proposing. He said he would definitely propose and help get clear regulatory framework for crypto. So he seems to be now the bullish candidate on crypto, right? Or the crypto bullish candidate. So this is great to see. Now, I don't necessarily really care per se. Here's why. Because we already heard from Mnuchin. We already know what the White House is planning to do. They're planning to release crypto regulations and clarity, right? So Trump, Mnuchin, and when they were in Davos, crypto and CBDCs were a big topic. So I think all of these things are already set in motion, and I believe we will be getting more details this year from Mnuchin and the Trump team. But it's great to see more people on board, learning about crypto, understanding the need for regulatory clarity, so that this market can really take off, guys. So really great to hear that he's doing this. Bloomberg's campaign published a financial reform plan Tuesday, advocating for greater consumer protection measures and a stronger financial system. Specifically, the proposal suggests requiring financial institutions to monitor risk exposure, recording all financial transactions in a centralized database, strengthening Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and a number of recommendations. The proposal also recommends creating a regulatory sandbox for startups and providing a clear regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies have been an asset class worth hundreds of billions of dollars. And get ready, guys, it's going to go to trillions. We are very early, and I'm glad I'm here early, accumulating at the low prices, because big things are to come. And when you see you got the Trump administration, the White House, and this Congress, and presidential candidates all talking about crypto, look how far we've come, guys. They can't ignore it anymore. It's here to stay. And on that note of government, the IRS is hosting a tax summit for crypto firms in March. Guys, this is so huge. I know price is important, right? Price is going to come in time. But these are the things you want to look for as an investor. I always say, watch what the governments are doing and watch what the big money is doing. Both are invested in putting out the regulations and the guardrails and all these things for the maturation of this new asset class. So this is great. The IRS is reportedly hosting a summit in a bid to open up dialogue on tax-related issues around cryptocurrencies. You need dialogue first, right? And then you're going to see eventual clear regulations, guys. It's coming. It is coming. The agency has invited cryptocurrency companies and advocates to the summit scheduled to take place on March 3rd. So in a couple weeks at the IRS Washington, D.C. headquarters, according to reports from Bloomberg Tax and CoinDesk. This is awesome. And let's see what comes out of it, guys. Let's see what comes out of it. Now, watch what the big money is doing. BitGo is acquiring Harbor. We've talked about Harbor and BitGo on this channel. This acquisition extends BitGo's capabilities to address a wider class of digital assets for who? I always love to put emphasis on this. Institutional investors. They are building the infrastructure for the big money, the big boys, the fat cats, right? To bring in their millions and billions, guys, because that is where we're headed. And I hope you see what is happening here. Watch the actions of both the government and the big money. It is clear as day. It's up to us now if we have the patience to go through market cycles. That is always how the average Joe loses out. They don't have the patience. They don't understand market cycles. And another example of big money, Boerse Stuttgart, part of the Germany's second largest stock exchange, I believe. Cryptocurrency arm Blocknox expands service to who? Institutional clients, guys. What do you know? Again and again, institutional. Guys, this thing is going to be so big. And you still have the retail, the mainstream that a lot of these institutional guys are going to be marketing to and getting them to come buy the crypto from them. Man, they saw a lot of these institutional firms and so forth, like Fidelity and many others, saw the amount of money Binance made and profit, and the amount of revenue and profit they made rivaled big banks around the globe. You don't think they want to cut it at? They want that money, guys. And that's what they're coming for. And like I said, count yourself lucky you're here early. So Blocknox, a subsidiary of Boerse Stuttgart Digital Ventures, GmbH, that has provided cryptocurrency custody service on an escrow basis, is looking to expand the service to its institutional clients. That is awesome, guys. Well, let me give you the further details here. A quote. With regard to the new legal regulation of crypto custody in Germany as of January 1st, 2020, Blocknox has already announced its intent to the supervisory authorities to apply for the required license. This means the license is deemed to have been granted provisionally. Blocknox will submit the final application by the specified deadline. In this process, Blocknox becomes a regulated financial services provider. See where we're headed, guys? Hey, this asset class is here to stay. The governments are saying just play by the rules. Big money's setting up shop. They're going to market the hell out of this thing. It's going to be great. More mainstream investors are going to come in. And obviously, you're going to have adoption and utility across the board. And certainly, we are all, as early adopters, in a prime position to make some significant returns. So I hope you guys see what is taking place here. This is why I try to show you the facts on this channel, not making stuff up, not only my opinion, right? I give my opinion on certain things, but it's primarily facts. That's the meat and potatoes of this. Guys, the future of this market is very bright. I hope you see the movements happening here. Don't be like the average Joes. And I count myself as an average Joe, right? I'm not some wealthy institutional investor or accredited investor, but I have the opportunity here of the lifetime to invest in the new asset class. It's so early. It's like the equivalent of investing in Google, Amazon, eBay, Netflix, and so forth maybe in the early stages at IPO, or even before that as an accredited investor. Now with crypto, you don't need to be an accredited investor. You could just be an average Joe across the globe. You could be in Africa, India, Australia, and you can get a part of this. So we've seen the bull runs in this market mint millionaires already, and that is why I don't want to miss the boat on this one. And I'm excited for the future of this market. So guys, what do you think about this news? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the description. I will talk to you guys later.